Well, the Central Bank of India's pilot project on CBDC, that is Central Bank Digital Currency, has been in full sway. In fact, this started in the end of 2022, and now it has been on an expandable note. We are here at the Finance Ministers and Central Governors meeting in Gandhinagar, Ahmedabad, where we are meeting with SBI executives who've been here discussing on how the project has been going. Sir, I'd like to start off by asking you, currently, what is the scope of expansion, in how many cities is the pilot project running, and in how many centers with how many banks?
Yeah. So this pilot was commenced with 4 banks, and then it was expanded to 8 banks. Now 13 banks are participating in this pilot project. And in terms of covering the cities, so presently 26 major cities of the country, across the country. So they are part of the pilot project.
Okay.
Yeah.
And banks, initially you started with 4 banks, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah. 4 banks had started. Now 13 banks are part of this pilot.
13 banks are part of this. Now, of course, you've gone a step ahead, and the Central Bank of India has repeatedly said that they're looking to add at least 1 million users to this by the end of the year. Has the user growth increased? Have consumers started to use it?
Yeah, now at present in the entire ecosystem, there are 13 lakh users who are participating in this pilot project.
Right. Across the cities that you're operating this pilot project on. One key, yet another milestone, is that now you have emphasized the use of UPI. Could you explain it for us?
Sure. So basically, the first phase of UPI interoperability has been rolled out, and in the current interoperability, basically the UPI QR code that can be used for making payment in CBDC. So basically, the user and the merchant both need to have a CBDC wallet, and the merchant's UPI QR code itself can be used for making payment in CBDC.
Oh, which means you have tied up with the NPCI on this, and this also means that you may get a vast consumer base now.
Absolutely, because now merchants need not to have a second QR code like earlier.
Right.
So earlier one QR code is already there for UPI, and CBDC also another QR code was required.
Right.
So now this functionality has been rolled out, so no need for us having a separate QR code for CBDC.
Got it. One last question. I did this story across the pilot project in New Delhi, where there were certain challenges that were faced by the shopkeepers who shared. In fact, it was a mobile retail shop who told me that a lot of consumers do not know about this. I understand this is a pilot project, but is awareness a concern for the RBI?
I would actually put it the other way around. It's not a concern in the sense, because since this is a pilot project, so it is as of now by invitation only. So some identified customers, we approach them and we request them for participating in the pilot project, and then they would be aware. They would be aware how to use it, how to make payment and all. But in general, public may not be aware. So we are working on that. We are creating awareness amongst the public in general. It will take some time, but yeah.
Okay.
And coming back to that UPI QR interoperability, so what I told was like the present functionality. Now going forward, even the merchant, suppose merchant doesn't have a CBDC wallet. So what will happen once the user, when he is making payment using UPI QR, so first the system will check whether the CBDC wallet is there or not. So if CBDC wallet is there, CBDC will be credited in the wallet. Automatically. In case CBDC wallet is not there for that merchant, then his account will be credited by that much of funds.
So without the wallet, just by UPI also it could be done?
It could be done, but then since he doesn't have a wallet, merchant doesn't have a wallet, so that wallet will not get a credit of CBDC. Instead, the money will be credited into his bank account.
Right. What stands out for a consumer to have CBDC? Is there some kind of discounts, incentives that...
Those kind of things will also be there going forward. Definitely these kind of things will be there, because we need to create more and more awareness. We need to increase the uses of this functionality.
Yeah.
So those things will definitely come. Already in some cases it is already being done also. but these things will be there.
Okay, great. As we know that India is paving its path for the digital payments and building up its digital public infrastructure. One of them, of course, being the use of CBDC by RBI. Thank you very much for speaking with us.
Thank you.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.